This was actually a pretty heartfelt chapter of Nanatsu no Taizai. Think about it real quick. It deals with understanding, acceptance, and loss. Like, nothing major. I mean, okay, except for the end. The end that was dope. But like, nothing that major happened in the chapter. But it's more of a characterization, character development kind of chapter. I mean, even for Rudisill, I still don't trust the goddesses. Like, not even. I still think that the goddesses are sneaky and fake. But when Rudisill said the things about humans and goddesses, they're still this. They still share blood and they still shed tears for their fallen. That is true. That is true. At the end of the day, if you don't do that, even the Demon Clan does that. Like even the Demon Clan, they was mad when Meliodas left. Like my boy Esterosa, he shed tears when he killed his brother. He shed tears when he killed Meliodas. Like it goes to show you that even though the Demon Clan they're savage, and even though the Goddess Clan they go through any lengths to get the job done, they do have like feelings. Like they feel stuff. Like they're not that different from humans. They're just not. Like it's crazy. But like yeah, for majority of this chapter, it goes to different characters and just sees what they're doing and just you just go to Elizabeth and their father and they bring up the fact that Elizabeth is dying and for this whole time you're like, oh, how's this going to affect Meliodas? No, how's this going to affect Bartra? Because yes, Elizabeth is way older than Bartra. She's been around for thousands of years. Don't get that twisted. But Bartra is Elizabeth, this Elizabeth reincarnation, this Elizabeth's father. How is he going to take this? And even though Elizabeth has memories from 3,000 years ago, like she's still Elizabeth, our Elizabeth. She knows that yeah, this is my father. Like this man may have not birthed me, but he raised me. You know what I'm saying? That nurture over nature shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't see her crying to the goddess, the supreme deity. You don't see her doing that. She's like reminiscing on when she climbed up that tree and her dad tried to go up there, but then he ended up hurting himself. And then that was the first time she activated her powers because whenever she cried, her eye started got the sigil on it, and she cried on him, and then he was healed. And little things like how she just like pulled her hair over her eye to hide the fact that she had that power, that her eye was different from other people. Just that fact is just like wow. I never really thought of it like that. You know what I'm saying? It's really heartfelt, honestly. Like because you have Bartra and he's just pouring his heart out. He's just pouring his heart out to his daughter. He's like, I don't know why fate has decreed that not only you but Meliodas has to have this curse where you come back and you can't die. And not only that, but I'm losing my daughter. At the end of the day, this is a father-daughter thing. Like fuck the holy war, fuck everything else. Like this is a father-daughter thing. Like he, for one thing, his oldest daughter Margaret, he doesn't like she's possessed right now. She doesn't even like she's not even here. Not really. Veronica's off doing something like training or something with Guila still. Veronica, I'm telling you, Veronica's gonna be nasty when she comes out. But yeah, um, and then Elizabeth only has 2 days to live. So it's like he's losing his family like left and right, and he just lost his brother. So it's like cherish them this moment while you got it, and you just see him and her just like embracing each other, and there's like, yo, Elizabeth is like, yo, I'm gonna bring my sister back, and then Bartra's like, I hope you come back with her though. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like she's like apologizing and stuff. It's like I'm sorry, I wasn't the standard like the typical like daughter, and he's like that's fine though, that's fine, you're my Elizabeth. And I'm like bruh, that's honestly like I like fights, I really do, I like the action, but this stuff is cool because I didn't even think of how Bartra was going to react to this. Honestly, I didn't even think about that. And then even still, you got the father son with Griamore and Dreyfus. And Dreyfus, I'm telling y'all, Dreyfus is gonna have to kill Hendrickson because Hendrickson, his ideals and his views, like they're not bad, but he's on the wrong team. But Dreyfus and Griamore, they were talking about um everything that's going on, and Elizabeth and and how would they get there? How would uh Margaret get her body back? Like that's way out the picture. And they're talking about the Holy Knights and how majority of them have already like is along with stigma and how on the battlefields, like because they're still, because you still got Holy Knights fighting demons out there on the battlefield. The Goddess clan is still like helping out them. It's like helping them out. And then you got Dreyfus, and Dreyfus, he's kind of drunk right now because his son, he's like pouring. They're like at his house. He's like pouring them drinks, and he's like drunk right now. So he's like he lays down like real details, and it's like what I said, like I think it was last chapter, a couple chapters ago, that because Fraudrin, he also had memories of Griamore. He had the memories that Dreyfus had of Griamore. Then I see no reason why it shouldn't be vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Dreyfus has memories of Fraudrin way back when, 3,000 years ago, on how the goddesses work, and he says they have this ability to brainwash humans. So you need to watch your back. But then he spirals it into something completely different, and I think this is because he's drunk. And he spirals into the weird relationship that they have that he had with Fraudrin. Because even though Fraudrin was a demon and he was kind of scumbagish, at the end of the day, Fraudrin, he had his own set of morals. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't like he wasn't completely like 100% bad. Like he's like it goes back to the correlation with the human and the goddess and the like human and the demon. Like they're all equal on some type of way because they all feel like Fraudrin felt sadness when his demon brethren like got killed. Like it's I don't want to say humanizing him. Well, I guess yeah, humanizing the demons and the goddesses. So it's like Fraudrin, even though he was a piece of shit, like at the last thing he did, he could have killed Griamore. He really could have, but he didn't. And even though Melios did kill him, Fraudrin accepted it. He was like, "Yeah, go ahead, kill me." You know what I'm saying? So it just goes to show the weird. Even though Fraudrin was the enemy, it's the weird relationship that he had with Dreyfus. That Dreyfus has some type of weird like respect for Fraudrin in a way because they were together for like what, like 16, 20 years, like a long time. But yeah, and then after that we cut over to most of the Holy Knights and the three archangels, and they're having like a banquet. And of course you got Hendrickson right there by Rudicel because he's a druid. So you know what I'm saying? Even Dreyfus said their beliefs are like really strong. You know what I'm saying? Their faith is really strong. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm saying he's on the wrong side. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, he's by Rudicel's side, and like they're like having a toast, like a banquet, and he's like setting the mood. He's like, yeah, this holy war that didn't end 3,000 years ago is about to come to an end. And I'm guessing it's going to come to an end it has to come to an end within the 2 days. Because, not Veronica, Elizabeth is going to die within 2 days. If the Holy War only lasts a day, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a really long day. It's going to be like Naruto Great Fourth Ninja War long. You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, yeah, they're having a toast, right? And they're all eating and stuff, and you know what I'm saying? Tossing some back. And then you got Hendrickson, he asked this question. He's like, yeah, you call yourselves the four archangels, but where's the fourth one? And that's when they like all like show this like horrific face, and they're all like, why'd you even ask that question? And it goes to show that whatever happened to the fourth, well, we know within this chapter that he died. And apparently it seemed, because they said it was the Ten Commandments, but they didn't say, they said that it was the Ten Commandments, but they showed Esterosa. So did Esterosa single-handedly do it, or was it the Ten Commandments? Does it take multiple Ten Commandments to beat one archangel? Yeah, but at that point, after he asked that question, it's like right as soon as he asked that question, it's Death Pierce. Death Pierce comes in with his boys from you know where they're from. Elizades, whatever the fuck it was called. I tried. Yeah, but he comes with his boys, you know what I'm saying, Wolio and all them, and they're mad. They're mad, you know what I'm saying? Because their leader, my boy Denzel, he died because of the corporal that the goddess that he had. So they're like, yo, I'm not following you because of what your goddess did to us. And then like, and Rudisai was like, oh, you talking about the relation of the vessel of Margaret. Like, and then Death appears like, oh, that's all you have to say? You don't have any heart? Like, and then that's when Rudisai cries. At first I'm like, that's fake tears. But at the same time, I'm like, it could be real. I'm giving Rudisai the benefit of the doubt. And if it bites me in the butt, so be it. You know what I'm saying? But even so, I'm gonna give Rudisai the benefit of the doubt because everything that he said in regards to like relationships between humans and, you know what I'm saying, like goddesses, you know what I'm saying? He's basically saying we all feel lost when we all feel pain when someone dies, and they can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? And he does this thing. Now this is where I think he doing some sneaky shit. Like I feel the tears is real, but what he did, that's some sneaky slimy shit. He blows this thing. It's called Breath of the Bless, and he blows it on like Death Pierce and Wolio and all of them, and all four of them get like this like revitalization. You know what I'm saying? Like a newfound power. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's an ability, but I think it's like it's something. It's something for them to get protected against demons. You know what I'm saying? And now their like whole concept has changed. You know what I'm saying? They like respect the goddesses, and they're like Death Pierce is like, oh, I'm sorry for questioning you, and now he's on his side. So now it's dwindling. It's dwindling. So now I think the only people that's going to be on once the Ten Commandments get away from the stigma, it's going to be only a handful of holy knights, like I said before. And I already know it's going to be Kill Thunder. You already know my boy Dreyfus, Hausa definitely, Guila definitely, Jericho because Bond, and Griamore, you know what I'm saying, all them, you know, that generation, you know, they gonna be, I can see them being like stuck tight. I thought Death Pierce was gonna be a part of it, but you know, I guess Rudisai a little more sneaky than I thought. But yeah, last part of the chapter, that's when he tells, because he never answered the question of Hendrickson. He finally tells Hendrickson, he's like, the fourth archangel, his name's Mele or Male or something like that, Mael, and he got killed by the Ten Commandments, and you just see Esterosa hovering over his body, and we didn't see his face or like most of his body, but we know he has like long hair, and it's a dude. So next chapter we're probably gonna get flashback and see how that went down. But yeah, overall, it was more of a character-driven chapter, and I can dig that. You know what I'm saying? It brought up some little things that I didn't even really question, and if I did, it was a long time ago. Like the relationships between, like it was like interesting things, like characters that you would want to see interact, but don't really get to interact because of plot. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a battle shonen, so you would expect like the kids or the young people to go off and do their own thing. You wouldn't really see the relationship between Elizabeth and Bartra, not that much, but we finally get to see like a whole relationship between Elizabeth and Bartra, and you can feel the love there. You know what I'm saying? You can see the relationship between not only Griamore and his dad Dreyfus, but you can see the relationship between Dreyfus and Fraudrin, and even Griamore and Fraudrin. You know what I'm saying? It all adds up, and even the relationship between all the four archangels, they actually have a deep like respect and love for each other. You know what I'm saying? Because it was hard for them to talk about that. No one brought it up. Like no one brought it up, and they kept saying four archangels, like, and no one questioned it. Like, where's the fourth one? There's only three. Where's the fourth one? Like no one questioned it. You know what I'm saying? So they obviously feel some type of way about that situation because they lost one of their comrades. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to those feelings of like loss. You know what I'm saying? Of the pain of loss. You know. But yeah, this chapter, I dig it. I really do. Yeah. dig it. Next chapter, flashback. Obviously, we're about to see how the Ten Commandments and how the Goddess clan used to go down. So, hey, I'm ready. Like, it's gonna be lit. I can't wait. But yeah, with that being said, y'all, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, click the little bell if you want to get the notifications whenever I post. And I will see you guys next week. And expect a discussion video on a couple people, mainly Veronica. I need to get that done. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.